taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
Let's go into our final topic because it's the only boxing for this particular weekend. And I know P doesn't, P's like, ugh. And truthfully, after this week, it's kind of like it's a
letdown.
Jake Paul's fighting.
This is like boxing's all-star weekend. We got a skills challenge this week. We got a YouTube star versus a ex-UFC fighter.
Honestly, real shit. Like, that's what I fucks with this nigga. Like, honestly, that's a great way to look at it, because he low-key right, because this been such a great month for boxing, year of boxing. This fight, even though it doesn't have no buzz like that, it's not even a bad Jake Paul fighter card. It's like, you almost going to also like let it live.
Yeah, it's because real boxing took over. That's why this fight's not getting its attention, because even the fact it's not getting so much attention that they actually like, you know what? We're going to offer this pay-per-view on also ESPN Plus pay-per-view along with the Zone pay-per-view, and which is huge because that's never really happened before. Like,
but hold on, Pat. But didn't we say this back in the I say back in the day because every day moves so fast. But a few years ago, when the Logan Paul, Jake Paul, when all this shit was coming up happening, and I'm like, you used to be getting at me on some nigga. You see the casual shit of the sport. You are the casual nigga now. Like, I don't even know this nigga now. You disgust me. I'm like, dude, this is all these boxing niggas' fault. Like, the pros let this happen. Y'all stopped making the fights niggas wanted to see. Y'all started dicking around, and then KSI and KRS1, whoever the fuck, the Logan Paul, Jake Paul,
KRS1,
fucking Renegade, Lorenzo Lama, whoever the fuck came in.
I do like the kid Ashton Silva. He's a decent prospect, but we'll see.
Yeah, dude, it's like everybody just stepped in and said, "Hey, fucking Blueface stepped." Like, everybody stepped in and got this money off of boxing. And where all the mainstream niggas in boxing are just looking at each other like, I don't want to fight him, you don't want to fight me, you don't want to fight her. It just was some stupid shit. So somehow magically niggas started getting their shit together, and the bigger real boxing started getting, the smaller the bullshit boxing started getting, to the point it's a healthy B-side, a companion to real boxing, where it's like, we don't mind it that much because, Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, that's not a horrible fight. They both could do worse. You're showcasing other boxers on the card. Shadesha Green's gonna get some fights. Gonna get a fight. Serrano getting a rematch that was in a good competitive fight. Hardy's gonna get a payday. Like, fuck it, let these niggas live. You don't feel bad. Fuck it.
I mean, before I go into Jake Paul and Nate Diaz, like you mentioned before, like Amanda Serrano, obviously. I mean, everyone forget she had a fight of the year earlier this year, and it was pretty against Cruz.
Bloody as fuck.
Yeah, it was bloody. Yeah, it was bloody as fuck.
Wasn't Ring Gang in the building for that too? Gang.
Oh yeah, he was in the building for that one. He was.
This motherfucking P turned into goddamn Carmen Sandy, Pat Scorpio, Diego or some shit. I had to throw Pat in there because it's like 2019. This nigga Pat was fucking everywhere. Really, like.
I was putting in work.
Yeah, like every time I was like, this nigga like, yes, I'm gonna be going to this card. Right.
That was a wonderful year, though.
Yeah, like,
because after that, and then also we have Heather Hardy. Now Heather Hardy, I think because now the women's boxing has blown up so much, we have fighters like her that were from maybe the era before where they weren't getting paid as much. I mean, I already talked about Heather Hardy before because she talked about before like she didn't even make enough to even buy a bed and shit like that. I'm thinking to myself, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Because Heather Hardy used to be on the HBO, along with some other fighters, but now it's like women, like now they're getting older, like they're past their prime, but they want.
Do you want to see these niggas get paid while women's boxing is peaking or it's higher than ever? I don't want to say it's peaking because it's going to keep growing, but I want to see some of the older towards people that been in the game get some of these paydays before they completely out the game. So that's why I don't have no problem with Heather Hardy having this fight.
Low key, there is a because we all know like Serrano is past their prime, and so is Heather Hardy. Like, and
it might be a better fight this time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at like this. This could be probably a more competitive because the first fight, Serrano pretty much she won that clear. I've seen.
Yeah, she beat her ass, but it's like for every 6 punches Serrano would land, Heather Hardy would land 2.5.
Yeah,
maybe a 3 on occasion. So she kept herself in the fight, but Serrano won clearly. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, this don't need a rematch. Like I said, it's one of those feel good. Hey man, yo, let them niggas get let them bros get their money. Let Shorty get her paid. Like, hold on, they put on for the sport. Let her get paid. Let her get some money.
Yeah, because
all involved. Fuck it.
Yeah, because unless probably if she actually wins, this is pretty much the retirement payday for Heather Hardy, and probably
nigga, I'll be a fucking upset out this world if Hardy would win. Nigga, stop.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I don't even know if I could take that serious. Like that'd be a upset.
I mean, I've seen Heather Hardy fight live before, like, and this is when she was in her prime. Like,
I mean, she could go. She a scrapper, but damn, like, I don't want to say Serrano fell off that bad.
Yeah, but
you never know, nigga. Derevyanchenko turned the clock back this year, so fuck it. I ain't gonna say
looking kind of old lately, though. I ain't gonna lie to herself. She's slowed down a bit, but she still should win this easy. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, Serrano should absolutely,
definitely. Now, like I said, like it might be a more entertaining competitive fight because they both slipped even more.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, when they first fought, they was both kind of tail end of their primes,
right? So, but at least, at least it's a good, like I said, it's a retirement payday. It's like, okay, yeah, this is thank you for all you've done in the sport, Heather, and
size waterbed, nigga.
Exactly. And then of course, we mentioned Shadesha Green. She's gonna be on there. Who's probably the next biggest threat to Clarissa. To Clarissa and Franchon and Savannah.
So Savannah gonna drop that belt if she got it. She trying to get the rematch with Clarissa. So she don't want to fight Shadesha. She gonna drop that.
I think
belt.
if she's pushed for, but. I think Clarissa Shields is the one who could make or break that fight, though. If Shields is like, nah, like, because remember, she's going to put her through it. She's going to make her come to Detroit, all that shit.
Right.
So I think Shields make or breaks that fight. If Shields really puts her foot down and like, look, bitch, bring your ass over here and get this work. And we'll have the fight. Then I won't blame Marshall for fucking dropping the belt or whatever and fighting Shields. I won't. But then remember too, Marshall could come over and could Shields go and fight her?
What you mean?
So
again.
No, I'm saying like
because
doesn't Marshall have this super middleweight belt?
Yeah, she's undisputed now. Yeah.
Like Clarissa could fight her up there for that.
Yeah.
So they both got cards. That's what I'm saying. Shields could really be the one that says, fuck this. Nah. Because she even said before, no, Marshall, she was even willing to say that, like, Marshall and Shorty could fight and I'll fight the winner. And that's low-key how Spence Thurman should have been in Bud fight the winner, but whatever.
But politics got in the way of that shit.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't have no problem. It's not like with Canelo, when anytime niggas want to fight Canelo, his fans be like, well, hold on, why don't this nigga fight this nigga, and that nigga fight that nigga, and the winner fight this nigga, and then you can fight Canelo. So, Canelo stands, they always do that stupid shit. They're the only niggas who do that shit.
Yeah.
Huh? But yeah, my bad, yo.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like I said, I mean that should at least be, that should be an interesting fight. Just obviously Shadesha Green, just to build her momentum up because because women punchers are kind of rare in pro boxing. So the fact that the one hits like a ton, like say, obviously this
she got hands, yeah, she can box, yeah,
a good fucking platform. And then as Pilot mentioned, Ashton Sylvie, he's on there. Facing, someone who's been around for a hot minute in fucking William Silva, who's fought Seldon and Teofimo Lopez and Verdejo You know, actually, he gave Verdejo a hard fight.
Yeah, he gave him a pretty hard fight, man.
In fact, I remember. I talked to P. I was like, "Yo, like, you know, this nigga, like, that was one of the first fights I said, yo, Verdejo kind of sucks." Because if that was an HBO fight.
Yeah, you mentioned this nigga's name, and this is the week he gets sentenced. Like,
yeah, exactly.
99 years. He deserved every one of them too.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly,
that's crazy.
That motherfucker deserves the fucking needle. Fucking Verdejo.
Not a single fuck was getting. So
I know P is like, yeah, that motherfucker is a memory to that nigga, like
a bad one.
You know, but Sylvia, at least they know that's he's facing at least a good a known contender or whatever, or a known fringe contender, I should say. So, you know, that'll be a good thing to do his thing, and then of course the main event. You know, because Nate Diaz is fresh out of leaving, UFC. Again, someone else sticking it to Dana. So I have to respect it always because I know Nate Diaz, was again another fighter that said, "Oh, yeah, Dana wasn't paying me shit." So
especially for his celebrity and his stardom, like
exactly,
he's always held down the sport. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't be hating with Jake. But at least Jake Paul stays active enough where he, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's a decent ambassador for the sport. So I can't.
Dana, I see what Dana White did because Nate Diaz's personality you can't really promote in the sport
because he's a weed head.
you can't use him to further the sport. Like, he's just like the bad guy. You put him against a good guy.
Bad favorite though.
Right. He a bad guy.
Bad favorite.
He looked at it as the bad guy, the bad good guy, like Venom or some shit, or like
that nigga Venom got his own comic book, his own movies, his own video games.
You know, that nigga's an anti-hero type, you know?
Yeah, he's like the Hancock of UFC.
For that shit.
He's the Hancock of UFC.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously because he left because he had that submission win against Tony Ferguson, I think. 'Cause I remember I watched that shit, and I think that was the last fight of his contract, and he pretty much said it as such in the post-fight interview, like he was gone. You know, so and I know that before I know they've been talking about that because him and Jake Paul have been jawing at each other about about fighting or whatnot, and now and then Jake Paul obviously he needs to rebound after he lost to fucking Struggle Fury. Tommy Fury, and truth be told, and honestly, Fury and Jake Paul, that fight did none of them no favors because Jake Paul
forgot he did lose that. That's crazy. It's so crazy. You forget that he even lost that.
Right, but the thing though, it was by
that was this year, right?
No, that was last year.
It was last year.
No, wait. Tommy Fury lost the. Tommy Fury,
was it this year?
No, nigga, that was this year. We watched that this year, nigga. I'm trying to think like.
It had to be January.
Let me see. It was.
That was this year.
Yeah, it was this year. It was February. We watched it.
Motherfucker, dude. 2023 has been just so big in boxing. We forgot Jake Paul lost this year. Just think about that.
I forgot because it was a shit fight because Fury should.
But still, the fact that we done forgot he lost.
It showed that Jake Paul, can't box worth a damn. Even if Tommy Fury can struggle boxing, but it also Jake Paul dropped Tommy Fury. So I'm not interested in Tommy Fury. What Tommy Fury has to talking about? Because Tommy Fury sucks. So it was did him no favor.
He beat him clearly, but like. I don't want to see a rematch until like Jake Paul body some more niggas, and Fury I think Fury trying to fight KSI or whatnot. So
right, so we have.
That's crazy. The YouTuber is fighting UFC niggas, and the boxer is fighting YouTubers. That's crazy.
It's a different time when
I know, right? Yeah. 2023 just been everything, nigga, just everything.
And now with Nate Diaz, because Nate Diaz has been, I know he's more known for his jiu-jitsu and shit, but Nate Diaz has been known as a striker in the UFC. But in some of the videos I've seen of this nigga training, and I'm thinking to myself, like,
MMA striking is not the same as boxing.
Right, exactly. And it's just like, God damn, like it's striking. I mean, I would think it was something would have carried over.
I mean, Diaz is one of the quote unquote better. I mean, this is not saying much, but he's one of the better stand up box.
Stand up, but yeah.
And even then, I wouldn't say I wouldn't put him up as one of the all time great.
No, he's not top 15. But I'm saying he's he's competent, I guess.
Cause niggas be acting like he's fucking prime Chuck Liddell or somebody. Stop.
No, but he's more known for
ain't crow.
Nate Diaz is what the white people think. That white people want to be a nigga but don't want to be a nigga. You know what I'm
saying? True.
Yeah, that's why they gotta push his anti-hero weed head shit. He'll work better in boxing than he'll ever in UFC as far as.
It'd be cool to see. I mean, he's old. It'd be cool. I don't really. Jake Paul did his thing. I think Jake Paul's gonna knock him out. I'm just saying, but it'd be cool to see him do.
Jake Paul.
Because what happened is because usually, fucking Nate Diaz when he was in the UFC was fighting between 155 and 170. Jake Paul is bringing him up to cruiserweight. I think it's a 185 catchweight or some shit like that. And Nate Diaz was complaining about that too because he was he didn't want to fight that high, but. Money talks.
Nigga, dude, money talks. You're supposed to be more skilled. Mm-hmm. You'll be quicker. You're older. You ain't got to cut weight like that. Nigga, no one's telling you, yo, pump iron and get right up to 185, nigga. Dude, see, and this is the thing, if Jake Paul don't have hands like that, if a nigga don't have hands like that, are you supposed to have more hands? You ain't gonna trip off of that.
Yeah, and then Nathaniel's, he just mentioned, Jake is working with Shane Mosley, so...
Whenever Jake works with Shane Mosley, he looks his fucking best. I don't know why Shane was not in some of those other camps. I remember his first fight. I seen Shane Mosley, Jake Paul, all them niggas jumped out the van down in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Jake Paul kept dropping the first dude he fought. Dropped him 2 or 3 times. Looked good. The regular shit, basic shit.
Right.
And then it's you didn't see that type of the fundamentals like that and just the aggressiveness. You didn't see that in the Woodley fights, in the Fury fight. Maybe that's the reason why he brought Shane Mosley back.
Yeah, he brought him back because it's I need to get this offense flowing again.
Get a fucking real Hall of Famer level boxer to be back in your corner, your camp. Then these fucking BJ Flores and these motherfucking goddamn
Leon Love.
Leon. Yeah, and if that's your hope, nigga, you may as well just send fucking PJ out there. One of us, nigga.
And as always, though, fuck a BJ Flores. And LB, obviously, you know why.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you got his resources, real talk, if you have Jake Paul's resources, I'm not looking in BJ Flores or Jay Leon Love's.
At this point,
nigga, at no point.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, remember when Eminem wanted to box? Where the fuck did he go? He went to damn Emmanuel Stewart, nigga.
Yeah.
When you have those resources, that's all I'm saying. And I say that because those niggas is no better than the random kung fu nigga practicing in the park that you might happen upon.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Jay Leon got big too. Pause. Nigga. He's eating good off them Jake Paul checks himself.
He's eating too good, bro. He's not too old to be that washed up. He's supposed to be training with them niggas.
I know. When I got back to boxing, I was like, oh, maybe Jay Leon Love's good. I was like, oh, he got beat up by Porky. Never mind.
Humping the canvas and shit. Leonard Ellerby and all them niggas having heart attacks.
Didn't Benavidez body him too? David?
What's that?
Didn't David Benavidez body Jay Leon too?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he bodied him on the ropes too. And I remember too, because I remember this that Benavidez was talking cash shit to Jay Leon, he roasted dude, and then he knocked him out standing. I remember that shit.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Jay Leon Love is a failed Florida experiment.
Yeah.
It's hard to say though, because I remember when because he got knocked out by Porky Medina. in front of Floyd, and this motherfucker was doing the jitterbug on the camera.
His leg was shaking.
Yeah,
That's what I said, humping the camp, dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, see, this is the thing. I'm not even trying to like shit on niggas or anything, like, because it's more of saying it for Jake Paul's benefit. But then just even on their level, because I'm looking at it like it's one thing if you're like a veteran boxer, journeyman boxer, but you've had a good sense of your skills, you've never been knocked out cold, you're a good defensive fighter, you know you have a good all-around style, know your box. This is another thing when you've made mistakes after mistakes, you lost the guys you should have beat, you get brutally KO'd, you don't have good, and it's like because I'm like, damn, Jake Paul, you ain't like YouTube these niggas. Like, that's all I'm saying, like, bro. Because remember, you're rich. Remember, we're not like, this ain't no mythical scenario. So that's all I'm saying. So yeah, if he got Shane Mosley in his camp, then yeah, Jake Paul probably gonna body dude in 3 rounds. So yeah. So
that's your prediction. 3 rounds.
How many rounds is it? 8?
10.
10?
Oh, 10 rounds. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's still 3 rounds.
Jake Paul in 4.
Yeah, I can see that too. That'd have been my next prediction. When he said 10 rounds, I wanted to say, okay, 4. But I was like,
yeah. These are not pro box. I'm thinking 4 too, Pilot. Rome, what about you? Rome. This nigga was just talking just a minute ago.
Oh shit, my bad. What happened? My bad.
Prediction for Jake Paul. And
what round you think Jake Paul knocking dude out?
Oh no, it's going a distance.
You think they're gonna go 10?
Yeah, Jake Paul's not knocking Diaz out. I don't know. I've been picking the UFC fighters against Jake Paul, and I've been wrong. But I don't know. I just got a good feeling about Nate Diaz. Not just gonna let this nigga punk him like in the ring, yo. Like, I don't know.
That's the reason I think he gets knocked out, because he's gonna go head up and just get countered or just be open for a shot and not recover.
And he's also not
Silva.
He's also not that much of a brawler. He's gonna lose. He might lose bad. Yeah, okay. I switch it. It's a Nate Diaz KO, probably 5th round.
Hold on, Nate Diaz KO?
No, he gets knocked out.
Okay. I'm about to say, I was like, fuck.
If he was kicking and shit, yeah, it'll be a Nate Diaz KO.
So yeah, if he could jump off the turnbuckle, if he could grab there,
if he could do a spinning back fist, he'll be straight. But not in no boxing match. Like, Jake Paul is doing the right thing. He lost to a boxer. Now he's going back to what he does best, beating a nigga that's not a boxer.
Now that nigga lost to a reality.
At least got competent hands.
Tommy Fury. Believe it or not, Tommy Fury is a boxer. If your brother is a fucking heavyweight champion of the world, nigga, you're a boxer.
Remember, that was the best Tommy Fury look ever.
Yeah, Tommy Fury is mid. Like, his brother and his cousin are professional fighters. He's just a fucking Instagram model that's on reality shows. That's what he is.
He inherited. Remember, he trains like his father and his brother beat his ass in training so bad.
But what's his pro rank? What's his pro rank?
Nigga, he's somewhere in the 60s or 100s or some shit. Nigga.
Yeah, he don't have the top 15 ranking. He stinks.
Yeah, he's like that. In the big scheme, he's nobody, dog. Like,
yeah, he just has.
Look, real talk. Look, the heavyweight niggas we interview are ranked higher, way above. They're world class compared to him.
Yeah,
and not even compared to him, they are world class. But I'm just saying, like there would be somewhere in the top 50 where Tommy Fury's nowhere near.
He's number 89. He's number 89 on the list.
Yeah, Tommy Fury. Yeah, because Tommy, like I said, he took Jake Paul 0 by struggle boxing, and he still got dropped by him.
It only looked struggle boxing because fucking Jake Paul couldn't do nothing about it. Look, his shoulders, he just looked so awkward. He did all the things that you would want him to do. He double jabbed, he threw the right hand, he even landed uppercuts on Jake Paul. A nigga who is struggling as Tommy Fury, I'm not even telling him to throw no fucking uppercuts, and he fucking threw uppercuts. And the reason being is like Rome said, your brother's a heavyweight champion, nigga. Like, dude, he's been around boxing all his life. He's gonna have a little more seasoning than the average nigga. So
right, he gonna have a trick or two. If you know, Tyson probably taught him a few tricks. Like, hey, when you get them on the ropes, what you do is you bang them like this, or you hit them like that.
But that's what happened. He landed uppercuts on Jake Paul in the damn against the rope. So, and I don't think Nate Diaz has the physicality like that either, or the boxing ability. I think Jake Paul is hungry, yo. Like, he's gonna stomp this. Like, yo.
Yeah, Diaz is gonna get, because it's 3 minutes, 10 rounds. He's gonna gas. Like, I mean,
yo, the chat seems to disagree. Like, niggas is we got Diaz KO in 10 on this side. Like, nigga, KO Paul, baby 7. Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like I said. I mean, I know the appeal of these fights. It all really depends if Jake Paul actually gets the knockout, or of course if Nate Diaz knocks him out. You know, which would be hilarious. You know,
2 losses in 1 year, bro. Niggas gonna say stick to being a promoter.
Right? Exactly. Yeah,
like he gonna sign everybody after that.
Like, it'll be like, yeah, this boxing game ain't for you if you can't beat these type of guys. Like, you know, because no one wants to see him box. He has to go in there and actually try to punish Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he has to, like, and he can too. Like, dude, like, you seen how Nate Diaz was looking in that video?
Yeah. Nate Diaz looks struggle, but yeah, no, it remains to be seen.
That was like Ronda Rousey levels of struggle, really.
Hell yeah!
Like it was approaching that. It wasn't as bad, but like, it's somewhere in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, when you do MMA, you learn different styles. But if you have a reputation of a striker, I would have expected more. From your, you know, from what.
And remember, hands is hands,
right?
Like, if you got, because I don't think it's in the street that got hands, and you know, you'll wonder in your head like, damn, you just put boxing gloves on this nigga, but
yeah, because I know, wasn't it like, I don't know if it was him or his brother that wanted to fight Jeff Lacey in a fight or sparring him or whatever, because it was one of them, you know.
That's a while ago.
Yeah. Because you read, I mean, Nate Diaz is like 38 or 39 or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that could have actually been.
Damn, like, wow, he that old, like shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm just like, I mean, I hope that, you know, whatever in the ring that he actually takes it seriously. But like I said, remains to be seen. And yeah, it's the only boxing this weekend. So yeah, obviously, you know, it's a little appetizer. You know, and because next week there's 3 cards next the week after. So. Yeah, so there's. You know,
hold on, real quick, because I know we about to end this. Yo, what are those 3 cards the week after?
Let's see, Joshua White 2, Navarrete Valdez, and
Rodriguez Lopez.
Yeah, Rodriguez Lopez. Yeah, Emmanuel.
Oh, wait, Rodriguez Lopez. Which Rodriguez and which Lopez?
Emmanuel Rodriguez
versus Mel. That's why I said in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a package.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's a pretty good fucking.
Hopefully I get improved for that, because I asked for credentials.
Yeah, yep. I filled it out. So, you know, crossing fingers that they be like, you know, yeah, let's give them a credential for that, for sure.
Yeah, damn. So hold on. So this is more like the interlude than anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the interlude. Like, I feel like we heard Stillmatic and we just got the Stillmatic intro last with NOA. I think what got yourself on Estrada. What Ether was Crawford Spence.
And the pay-per-view starts at 8 p.m. people to hold the card, like, you know. So.
Oh wow. Yeah, because you young niggas, you know, y'all bedtimes be different now.
Well, 8 p.m. I mean Eastern. Oh, for Pilot, it's 5 o'clock. Like, you know, so it's.
Oh damn.
Lucky ass nigga, man. So.
I'll be there. It might not be pay-per-view.com this time, but I'll be watching.
I mean, I have my DAZN, I have my VPN. You know how it goes.
We know the vibes.
Yeah. The vibes is that.
we just gonna watch it. That's all we say.
We're gonna watch it. We'll talk about it. It's
and we'll hope for fuckery.
Yep.
I don't brag about the means. It's just know my eyes are there.
Word. Oh shit! No, but no. This was a good cast though. We left a lot of shit, whatnot, and get ready to get up out of here. I know LB wants to go to the gym. I probably want like a midnight snack or some shit like that, and people probably wants to go to bed. And Rome is just gonna look at the wall or some shit like that. So it's and Pilot's gonna be smoking because it's not midnight over in his area. So final.
We're running later than usual, but it's cool.
So Rome, final thoughts, bro.
Final thoughts. Earl Spence, pick up some weight, nigga. Pick up some weights in the gym, cause you need more power if you're gonna try to beat this nigga. Cause those little pitter pat punches ain't gonna do shit in a rematch, nigga. Crawford is sitting in his crib right now in the couch laughing at the thought of you trying to fight this nigga again. You need to change that. You need to change that, because that's just disrespect. Niggas is looking at you like, oh yeah, I'll run it back. Fuck it. Niggas is looking at you as the run it back. Fuck it, nigga. You better go in the gym and make some changes.
Oh shit! You said to run it back. Fuck it.
Hey man, that's real though.
Bars though. That's bars though.
AOP, your final thoughts?
Good weekend of boxing. Craziness, but you know what I'm saying? It was a good weekend though. So levels were shown. Ring Gang Radio, we always show our level. So
yes, sir.
But you know what it is. You know where to find us at ringgangradio.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. You know the vibes. That's all I got to say.
Yes, sir. Pilot, your final thoughts?
I don't got much, follow up what they said. I think this week of boxing had a couple special performances. Going to be remembered as, all-time ass whoopings against, the nemesis, I guess. I don't know if one can fall anyway, but Budcroft, Bud Spence. But you know what it is. Ring It Radio. You know where to check us out at. I don't got much. Get some sleep and have a good week, everybody.
Yes, sir. LB?
Oh man, great! This has been phenomenal week of boxing. Previously, just glad to be here and soak it all in. We're gonna get the little interlude track this weekend going. Watch that, and then we back to business with next week, because these niggas done told me, them 3 fights. It's like you got each fight just sound better than the last. Like that's love. That's what's up. Like that's boxing. One thing I do disagree with these chat niggas is nah. Women's boxing fights are better than UFC women's fights, nigga. But UFC women's fights are good. I ain't gonna shit on them. They good.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Sure.
Yeah, they're great, but like 2 broads throwing hands, like it just like come on, man. Like, there's nothing better than that shit, nigga. Like
exactly.
It is the women just be so ferocious, so when they do everything, that shit look crazier than when the dudes do it. So, but yeah, that might be a Twitter poll later. Who got better fights? Women boxers or women UFC fight? I need to see what's good. But yeah, great week. Appreciate everybody in the chat coming through. Salute everybody, all the new niggas, old niggas, everybody who's gonna listen to it on the Podomatic and Spotify, all that shit around the world. We appreciate it. We'll be back Thursday, more than likely Thursday, with another might be ranting, might do hip hop. I don't really know at this moment. We'll probably figure it out by tomorrow. Of course. Just make sure you follow us on Twitter and shit. Salute, we got 1,000 followers
Twitter,
now.
Yeah. I was like,
it took a motherfucking wild shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think
salute.
It was a whole team effort. Everyone did their part to get at least to get us to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I still remember when that number was type low, like real low. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it took a minute. Oh man,
especially that we're not gimmicky like that either. So gimmicky niggas be on some, they be doing shit takes and Niggas follow him just so they can get so wrong. Like, we don't do that.
Hey, we don't let King P run it enough where he does his like his argument takes.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, who runs a fucking ring game, son? Like, I don't like that nigga. And then niggas be targeting y'all at fights. I don't want niggas to try to fuck with Pilot thinking he did some shit. King P did. Like, fuck it, you light skin anyway, nigga. but nah, man, it's great. Hopefully we unlock Clanarchy. I'm gonna have to hit him up like, hey nigga, get a screenshot. This your word, nigga.
Right.
You said we get 1,000, you join us on Twitter, so it's gonna be a wrap, man. So
hell yeah.
We gonna have to do some more crazy shit. Remember, follow us on TikTok, more training videos, more highlights, more fucking animation and shit. We still got that pump going, still gonna come through on that. So all the little shit you just seen was the little highlights, little clips. So just remember that. Just keep fucking with us, man. It's Ring Gang forever.
Yeah, Ring Gang forever. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I got to add on is, man, just follow us everywhere. Like I said, especially on our website and our YouTube, man. Like I said, as I always say before, man, you just got to, you listen, like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends to do the same, and we can all be friends. And if you see the banner scrolling, if you want to donate to Ring Gang Radio, our PayPal is right there. And salute to the people that have donated in the past for us. We appreciate it, very much and everything like that. So yeah, man, we just got some shit for y'all, coming down the pipe, because that's what we do. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist, for King P, Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome Top 5. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, shit's real, we talk about it. So until Thursday, peace.